Good evening and welcome to News 24. This is Tamima Islam with the top news of the day. Bangladesh attaches utmost importance to national interest in global diplomacy. Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen made the remark after a meeting at the United States Institute of Peace on the third day of his visit to Washington. Dr. Momen then met with Democrat Senator Chuck Schumer, the leader of the majority party in the U.S. Congress. There, issues of diplomatic relations between the two countries and sanctions on the RAB were discussed. Earlier, a business delegation led by the Foreign Minister met with the U.S.-Bangladesh Business Council. Bashundhara Group Managing Director Saim Subhan Anwar and Podda Bank Chairman Nafis Sharafat Chowdhury were present on the occasion. During the meeting, the Managing Director of Bashundhara Group advised to cut bureaucratic complexities to increase investment. The signing of the military cooperation agreement with the United States is almost final. Foreign Secretary Masood bin Momen told News24 that all three of the 4 steps had been completed. Dhaka is holding security talks in Washington today. It will highlight the importance of RAB in tackling terrorism and call for the lifting of sanctions. In a meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Blinken on Monday, Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen called for lifting of the sanction. The issue will also be raised at the April 6th Security Dialogue in Washington. Bangladesh will be led by Foreign Secretary Masood bin Momen, while the United States will be represented by the country's Under Secretary for Arms Control and International Security. BNP does not believe in the spirit of independence. Pakistan is still in their minds. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said this in Parliament on Wednesday. She alleged that General Zia was directly involved in Bangabandhu's murder. The parliamentary leader said Bangladesh would move forward with the spirit of Bangabandhu's ideology. No one can take Bangladesh away. Parliament members of the government and opposition parties took part in the general discussion in Parliament to thank the Prime Minister and her cabinet for making Joy Bangla the national slogan. BNP chairperson Beguna Chowdhury has been taken to Evercare Hospital for medical checkup. She was taken to the hospital in the afternoon from her Gulshan home. Yesterday, a team of doctors monitored the latest condition of Chowdhury's health. They later decided to take her to the hospital. Details of her medical condition will be informed at a briefing at Gulshan office after the health examination. Earlier, the BNP chairperson returned home on February 1st after 71 days of medical treatment. Chowdhury was sent to jail on February 8, 2016 in a corruption case. She was temporarily released on March 25, 2020 due to COVID-19. A government of national unity will be made with all of the democratic parties to save the country. BNP has given the formula of the national government long before the elections so that the politicians do not fall into the trap of the government. BNP Standing Committee member Gayeshwar Chandra Roy said this at a function organized by Krishak Dal at the National Press Club on Wednesday. He said the Awami League is remaining in power by relying on evil forces. Housing projects are being built occupying farmers' lands with which the MPs and ministers are directly involved. Gayeshwar urged the leaders and workers of the party to oust the government and adopt a plan to run the country. Son of the late mayor of Dhaka City Corporation, Sadek Hussain Koka, BNP leader engineer Ishraq Hussain was arrested on Wednesday. Police arrested him from Moti Jhil Shapla Chottor area in the capital while he was distributing BNP leaflets in the area in the protests of rising commodity prices. Police say he has been shown arrested in a case filed earlier. Later, a Dhaka court ordered to send Ishraq Hussain to jail after being produced by police. RAB has arrested Ashish Roy Chowdhury alias Botal Chowdhury, the main accused in the murder case of hero Sohail Chowdhury. The accused was arrested in a raid in Gulshan on Tuesday night, 24 years after the murder. According to RAB, accused Ashish Roy Chowdhury was working in various private companies in the country. After a new arrest warrant against him issued in the case, he remained fugitive from home and abroad after changing his name. On December 16, 1996, Sohail Chowdhury was shot dead under the Trump's Club at Abidin Tower in the capital's Bonani area. On the day of the incident, his brother Tawhidul Islam Chowdhury filed a murder case with Gulshan Police Station. Sri Lankan's beleaguered president will not resign, his government's whip said this in Parliament. The declaration defies calls from the public and political opponents for Gotabaya Rajapaksa to step down amid the country's economic crisis. Crowds have protested for weeks over lengthy power cuts and shortages of gas, food and other basic needs. The public anger has prompted nearly all cabinet ministers to quit and scores of MPs to leave his government. Opposition MPs have also rejected his invite to form a national unity government, saying voters want the president and entire government to resign. But on Wednesday, Chief Government Whip Johnston Fernando told lawmakers, as a responsible government, we state President Gotabaya Rajapaksa will not resign from his post under any circumstances. That's all the news for today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.